Hey, meanwhile in Broomtown, today we'll pay homage to Tommy James with Dragging the Line. We're going to wire these trellises up. I hadn't shown you how to drill these holes yet, but the only thing that's really of major importance is having a drill bit that's long enough. But I kind of start them over here on the side, then I get it straight, and that way it doesn't walk. And that's it.
Well, you've already got one. Why are you drilling another one?
Because we've been running 2 wires. The reason is, if one of them breaks after, 5 years when it's got grapes all over it, it's a pain in the butt to restring, and they're heavy and a lot of stuff. So while I'm in this phase and it's easy, I'm running 2 wires just as one's a backup. And I just try to get those as close to parallel as I can, and then drill it. The next step is actually running these wires, and we've got this called a spinning jenny, and it holds the wire, and it's probably one of the best inventions that we've used doing this. And through the magic of this photography, I'm flying up and down the lines, but you can see how the farm manager's spinning and spinning and spinning. I know that's faster, but it keeps it from getting tangled up, and it kind of lets you do this in an orderly fashion. I've done it the other ways, and it's a constant fight. So this is nice. In short, we're just running wires and getting ready to attach them. The next step is actually feeding this wire through those holes that I showed you I drilled, and pulling the slack as much as you can with your hands. And we're using these little tensioners that they sell, and they're amazing. They allow you to pull the wire through one way, but it doesn't let it go the other way. So you got to get it right, orient it correctly. I've had to cut a couple off and redo them because I did them backwards. But once you get past that learning curve, it's easy, and you can see it. You can pull the wire, and then it'll hold it. And I cut this way long because I've cut them short before, but it lets you take all the tension out of it and hold it so that you can manipulate it or do whatever you want to out of it. We're just, kind of rinse and repeat this over and over until you get all your wires run. I know there's lots of different ways to do this, but one of the most handy for us is using the paddles on the tractor. That's where your front end loader fits into your bucket or whatever attachment that you're going to be using on the front. It was just kind of handy here because you could either come in on the right-hand side or the left-hand side of the post and do the pulling. And a lot of people use come-alongs for this, and I've done that, and that's fine, but this is handy. The farm manager's on the tractor pulling it tighter, and you can really finesse with these where a lot of times if you're using the back end of the tractor and it's harder to get it right. You can see me giving her hand signals to when it's tight and when it's not. And this is nice to be able to do that. That wire pulled up tight-ish. The longer the runs go, the harder it is to pull them really, really tight, but we'll do the best we can. Putting these clips on them. Like I told you, I was using 2 wires, so I kind of twist them. Not a hard twist, in other words, I'm not using a great deal of force, but just enough to keep them, together. Pull them up. This clip, once you get the hang of it, it's okay. At first, they're, I don't know, the bane of existence because it's kind of counterintuitive. I know they make a tool. I'm too cheap to buy the tool, so I use a screwdriver and a pair of pliers. With as many as we're doing, we probably should have got the tool, but my labor's pretty cheap, so if it takes me longer to do it, then that's just what it is. But just twist them up, and that's pretty sturdy. All right, in full disclosure, I wanted to show you the one where I had in fact gone and bought the tool. The screwdriver's wonderful, but I had a lot of these to do, and Mr. Amazon would bring it to the farm for free. So I went ahead and got the tool. The tool helps a lot. It's just kind of made for doing that, and it was a lot faster. That's the end of putting the wires on the trellises. This is an odd picture. I know this is a compass on my phone, but this is an okay place to explain that I oriented this whole vineyard patch north to south for the best utilization on the sunlight. And I didn't just make that up. I read a lot about this. A lot of people recommend this. Where we are in the country, I even went out in the middle of the day and at noon and saw where the sun. Anyway, the easiest way to answer this is I oriented north to south. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. There's a lot of information in a little bit of time here, and this is probably the most important step in building one of these trellises. You really got one chance to get it right, and it's going to last for years and years, and this is probably the one part not to skimp on. I know from experience, and it's not fun to have to redo these when they're weighted down with vines and grapes. It's almost impossible. So take your time and do this one right. Have fun. Hey, thanks for watching, and if you would, take a second to hit the subscribe button for us. It helps us a lot. I appreciate it.